Sagittarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late October 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Sagittarius collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here, my gods. Talk to me. What's happening for the Saggies in late October, please and thank you. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here, my gods. Talk to me. Let's rock and see what we got for Saggy. Please. What's happening? All right, nice and quick. Yeah, the deck is being a little specific now, a little clunky. There it is. Okay, a little bit of Ten of Wands energy here, my friends. Okay, something might feel a little bit heavy, this a little burdensome. And remember, this could be the energy of someone you're connected to as well. But even though this is an oracle deck, it's not a tarot deck. This card is Ten of Wands energy to me when I see it. I always equate the two. So you're going to want to watch out for your physical well-being when this card shows up, or just something might feel a little bit heavy. You might need a break. We'll talk about it more in a moment. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more about this card. So you see the imagery here. We have this person. They're like bent down. They have another person literally on their back, and it looks like the one on the bottom is struggling a little bit. So maybe there's a situation or something that feels like a little bit of a slog, like you're walking through muck in some way. It's a heavy type of energy. So I feel like it could express itself in several different ways. One, make sure that your physical energy and vitality, you're budgeting it properly, because you might just feel a little zapped. It doesn't always have to be anything major. You might just energetically feel a little tired or feel a little zapped. This could also range up to someone you're connected to feeling some level of guilt or feeling bad about something. I always say, when it comes to the physical body, watch out for any sort of physical ailments, especially things with your neck, back, and spine when we have Ten of Wands type of energy, and it is showing up front here and center. So do with that energy what you will. If you've been running yourself ragged, if you have been dealing with heavy things, heavy situations, whatever they might be, Spirit could be asking you to like breathe, release that energy if possible. But let's just put that down there. Let's get into tarot. And I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness here, Saggy. See what's happening. Because, I mean, this reading could be totally different than what we're picking up here in the front. But let's shuffle it up and see what's happening for my Saggies. As we move into late October, it's almost Halloween, my friends. And while we get this deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading, because the karmic energy has been starting to show up in Saggy readings. The last week's reading was titled Big Karmic Shift. So for a lot of you, you could be going through big changes and metamorphosis in this time, not minor ones. Now, I do know life is all about change. It's always a cycle, beginnings, endings, the in-betweens. But I've been seeing some major changes in the Saggy readings in recent weeks. So let's see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. So let's get these 3 cards out. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? The first 3 cards out. Okay, yeah, so we're starting with some speed here. We have the Knight of Swords, position number 1. Okay, so whether this is your energy or someone you're linked to, this is starting something with a bang, like something starting quick or something happening quick, very sudden type of energy. Let's get 2 more. Very sudden. Okay, Page of Pentacles, so now the communication is starting to come in. We have a lot of people here as well, Sagittarius. Let's get 1 more, then we'll really start breaking this down for you, my friends. Thank you. 3 of Pentacles, so lots of earthy energy starting to show up. So this is an interesting one so far. I could absolutely tell you that. Let's get that 3 of Pentacles there. And let's break through this nice and slow, nice and easy, Sagittarius. Give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, Obviously, I notice we have a little bit of a mixed type of energy because we have air, which is very, very fast moving into the pentacles, very, very slow. Now, I did say in the front end, I was picking up a sudden type of energy, which could still reign true. Notice we also have two possible people or individuals. Then we have the Three of Pentacles, which is people. So Sag, I'm getting people, 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 people. So whether it's literal people in your energy or affecting you, or it could just be a lot of things affecting you, your mind in a lot of different places. Let's go through one by one and really start to break this down. With all this pentacle energy, it could be a focus on like the family or work, monetary things could be very heavily represented here. But position number one, we have the Knight of Swords. As I already said, this could be an air sign you're connected to, one of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire tarot deck, very similar to the Chariot. This is something or someone in full flight. Now, if you're not linked to an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, when I see this, it's action in one form or another, and it does feel very sudden to me. So whether it's a situation, whether it's a problem or an issue, it's something that pops up very suddenly or surprisingly. That's a vibe I'm picking up here in the front end. So we'll want to see what's up with that. Now, this is good for travel, distance. The Knight of Swords is good for making progress, leaps and bounds and all that good stuff, but it could also be confrontational. Right? That's a thing with the Knight of Swords. It can be a little confrontational, so watch out for that in this time. Now, moving to the center, we have another individual possibly showing up. We have the Page of Pentacles, which is one of the bigger messengers in the whole entire deck. This could represent an earth sign, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. And when I see the Page of Pentacles, it could be wanting to learn something new, throw your energy into a new hobby. It could be learning a new job, just learning knowledge for the heck of it, right? That's a big thing with this Page of Pentacles. It's a card of student, but it is also a card of the written message. So for a lot of you, this could be a talk. This could be a communication that you either want to have or that's incoming. So the clarifier for this could be very important. But remember, when we see pages, we think of youth, younger, or new. That's a big thing with every single page. So we'll just have to revisit this because, I mean, a lot of Saggies are going through different things, different situations, and this page could be a lot of different things. Okay, so now moving to the very back end, we have the Three of Pentacles. One of my bigger cards that do represent career and work. And you see this, there's like three people. It seems like they're helping each other. It does represent teamwork. So I always say with this card, teamwork makes the dream work. We could be looking at the energy of someone in your circle when this card shows up. So the clarifier for this could tell us how someone you're connected to is feeling. But you might just be in work mode, right? Or thinking about careers or thinking about changing careers or whatever it might be. This is a big focus on work, but it's also assistance and help. So whether you're giving somebody help, whether you need some assistance or help, that's not a bad thing whenever we get this Three of Pentacles. But like I said, there's people stacked up all throughout this whole entire spread, Saggy. And I know Sagittariuses are generally popular individuals, so maybe this is like people, family, friends just hitting you up more than normal. But it could also just be energies affecting you. Always remember that. It doesn't have to be literal people. It could just be a lot of things on your mind, a lot of topics on your mind. So we'll have to see. Another thing I always say with this Three of Pentacles, it is very like artistic and creative, somebody trying to master something. So we can pick that up as well when we go from the Page of Pentacles, very new, trying to learn about something, to mastery. So this could represent a journey of some kind, but I want to dive deeper on all of it, Saggy. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my friends, please and thank you. What's happening for my Sagittarius, please? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Knight of Swords. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is over here. If you have any messages you want to give to Sagittarius, you drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Knight of Swords time. Why is that Knight of Swords here, please? That was odd, like some cards were turning over in my hand. They weren't popping out, they were just flipping over, okay? Ten of Pentacles. I mean, I don't feel like this is bad, Sagittarius. This feels actually pretty good and solid to me. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright underneath this Knight of Swords. This is home, right? Or this is a feeling of completion, of happiness. This could be your long-term goals. This could be a big focus of yours, something that you want to attain in the future. And I always say, we have so much pentacles here, like there's a big family focus, or focus on the family, focus on the unit, focus on a living situation. So underneath a card like the Knight of Swords, maybe you're wanting to change your living situation. That's a possibility. But this is one of my cards of a level up of some kind, a win, a victory. It's huge. It's massive. I could even say that when we have the Ten of Pentacles. So if this is the energy coming towards you, if that Knight of Swords is bringing this Ten of Pentacles type of energy, I would say this is a massive win or victory coming your way. Now, yes, it can be in regards to work and home and stuff like that as well, but this feels very good to me. I'm seeing for a lot of Saggies, like there's going to be big improvements in the financial in this time. There's going to be like possible payouts or big increase in finances coming in for a lot of you. So I would claim this energy on the front end for sure, especially for material abundance. Now, if you are going through relationship things, that could still manifest throughout the rest of the spread. But so far, we're seeing a huge focus on the material world. So whether that's your focus or whether that's something Spirit wants you to focus on. But this front end with the Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, if this energy is coming towards you, I would claim it. Like I said, it could be a massive win or victory, and it's claimable. So let's keep pressing over to that Page of Pentacles. I mean, there's a lot of Saggies going through a lot of different things, but that's a very positive energy. And remember, I did say it was sudden as well. So like something could come to fruition much quicker than you had thought, or something could improve or get better much quicker than you thought it would. So let's see why that Page of Pentacles is in the mix, please. Saggy. What is that Page of Pentacles here? Thank you. Oh, no, thought the card popped out. Okay, more Pentacles. So you're like surrounded by this earthly energy. Knight of Pentacles in the upright underneath this Page of Pentacles. This is something maturing. Okay. Now, yes, we could still be looking at a conversation or a talk that you've been waiting on for quite a while. This could be a conversation of importance I'm seeing here in the beginning, because with the Page and the Knight, they're similar energies, but the Knight is more evolved. Now, it is slow. That's the one thing. So there might be certain things you're having to wait on. And if we look down here in the spread, let me just throw that Knight there. The fast mover right here is surrounded by all this Pentacle energy. So there might be someone or something that's going to take your patience, okay, that you might have to wait on a little bit, or it might take some staying power. But when I see the Page of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles, to me, this could either be something maturing or becoming more. So for a lot of you, once again, we're looking really good in the material world, especially for wins and victories in that realm. But I do also feel a talk of importance, okay, that could be coming in. So it could be an important talk or something you've been waiting on. And I feel like it could be one or the other. I feel like we don't need to read too much into it, because it could just be that maturation. It could just be that journey. If we're looking at the big picture type of thinking, like something evolving the way it needs to for one reason or another. Like I'm kind of getting growing pains, okay? Like intuitively, it's giving me growing pains. Let's move over to that Three of Pentacles, and we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow cards. Still very good energy moving towards you. That's the one thing I have to say. So if you're going through a tough time, I feel good things coming in. So let's see why that Three of Pentacles is in the mix, and we'll do the shadow. So what's up with that three? Okay. Okay. Ace of Swords in reverse here, huh? Keep your circle tight in this time, like your circle of friends, your circle of acquaintances. I would be a little leery of any new individuals in this time, okay? I feel like I just have to give that with the Ace of Swords in reverse under the Three of Pentacles. For some of you, like if this is representing like career and job hunting, you might feel like there's nothing out there, or it's very difficult to find something. Obviously, that's not for every Saggy. But when I get the Ace of Swords in reverse, like to me, it could represent things that are obscured, things that are hidden. So I would say watch your circle. There might be someone very specific that you might need to like keep an eye on. And it was originally giving me that vibe, like anybody new, like new acquaintances, new individuals. Like I'm not getting big cards of history here. So there might be someone in your circle of acquaintance that like you should like, I'm not saying don't trust this person, but you might want to keep them at arm's length with this Ace of Swords in reverse. But once again, if it's not that, if it's not being bewaring of one particular person, I do feel that If it's somebody trying to make a full shift in career or change jobs or find a new job, someone might be of the mindset where it's like, all right, there's not much out there. I can't find a good fit. Like, that's a vibe I'm picking up. So we have an interesting mix where we have like some really good things, good possibilities, good things evolving, but there's also this mindset of lack. So in this time, make sure you're not like putting yourself in that mindset. Try to bring yourself into an abundance mindset. That's kind of what this is telling me, aside from that little warning about individuals. But let's go through and do a quick recap here, Sag. I know that was a bit of a complex reading, lots of little layers here, but let's go through it real quick before we get into the shadow card. Position number 1, there are good things coming in. We have the Knight of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles in the upright, shooting towards you like a rocket. So sure, maybe some of you are planning a move or something like that. You might want to relocate. But to me, if this 10 of Pentacles energy is coming towards you like the Knight of Swords, this is a massive winner victory. Could be involved with money as well. I'm seeing possible payments, payouts, level ups in regards to the money, the material. I feel good here. Now moving to the center, we have the Page of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. And I was feeling a journey, a maturation, like something evolving a little bit or taking another step. It could be a talk of importance that needs to be had, or one that you will be having, because these are both communicators. Would say half the spread, even with the Ace of Swords, there's a lot of communication here. So that's a good thing. But if there is a talk that needs to be had, you should have it in this time. But so much pentacles, maybe it's certain things you've been waiting on for a while. When we get to the back in the 3 of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords, maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's a person, a friend, an acquaintance. Spirit is giving a little warning about a person in your circle of acquaintance that you should probably keep at an arm's length, like beware of their motives, or just not saying to completely not trust them, but keep them at arm's length. That's something that's showing up here on the back, specifically anyone new. Aside from that, I was also getting the vibe of somebody having a little bit of a mindset of lack. Now remember, that doesn't have to be you, it could be someone else, where it's like, okay, well, I want to switch this up, I want a new job, I want a new career, but there's not much out there. It's like a lack mindset. So Spirit might want you to really adopt a mindset of abundance, especially with all these pentacles showing up here. So Saggy, please take a screenshot of that. Let's get you a shadow card now. Guides, talk to me. Let's get one shadow card for Sagittarius, just to put us off in the right direction. What's happening, my guides? What's in the shadows? And yeah, we're just going to take a quick look at this just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't see coming. I always like to end off the readings with this. And if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. This upcoming week, I'll be doing my very first all sign members only reading. So if you're interested in it, obviously no pressure, but let's get it going here. What's up with Saggy, please? What's in the shadows for my friends? Thank you. 6 of Pentacles. This came out, I believe, for either Leo or Aries. This is a good shadow card to have. Like, usually when shadow cards come out, I'm like, oh, that could be very cautious, which could be true. Notice we have so much more pentacle energy, so you might just be in pentacle mode across the board. Now, the one thing I like, or there's a couple things I like about this as a shadow card. One, it could be the energy of gift giving, all right? So whether it's one coming in or you wanting to give somebody a gift, that's a really positive shadow card. It's a balanced type of energy and it's very generous. So this could be representing a person or a situation that you're wanting to give your energy to, which could be very prosperous, very good. However, I do have to say we have that 10 of Wands in the very beginning. Don't forget that. This 6 of Pentacles as a shadow card could be Spirit telling you or asking you to really not give too much of yourself to a certain situation, or just watch who you're giving your energy to, or watch who you're giving your assets to, or whatever it might be. If you're giving, do it in small increments. That's just the vibe I was picking up. Don't overdo it. Pretty much. That's what I'm picking up here. So overall, this is a very good shadow card to have because things could be coming into balance. So Saggy, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give the details of the October subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the September subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for October, I'll be going back to one of the classics. I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of the most beautiful decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments if there's a zodiac sign that you clash with. If so, which signs do you kind of bump heads with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of October, your name will be announced in the community tab, my friends. As always, much love, and I'll see you next time.